If I could start, I just want to go with something I was thinking about yesterday, and it would be you, Faye. We all ask ourselves why was Christine put on death row. I kind of do think that Andrew was being recruited, because I don't think he would be so stupid to put 3 people that was kind of against him in it. And then Christine was just kind of an odd person there. So I just thought it has to be somebody who's close to her and who's going to save her.
Well, I mean, it's not really something I've done or said, so there's not much really I can say on it. Other than when Christine got picked, I told everyone I was going to go save her. And even to the point that when we were split into 2 groups, I actually turned to Kelly and was like, I'm in a boys group, they're going to pick Mark. You need to...
She did say that to me.
I did. I was like, you're going to have to save her because I can't and I really want to save her. So if I wasn't worried because I could save her as a traitor, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to be like, please make sure you save her because I can't. But that's all I can really say for that because it's just an idea in your head. It's not something I did or said.
I mean, I actually wasn't going to bring this up today, but I already told you. And I think it's fair then to share with everybody.
Of course.
I did suspect you today as well because I was working backwards with the Christine theory. There was no strategic conversation with picking Christine. Not that it's a problem in picking Christine, but if we have 3 players there, I would have at least expected to have conversations on who we're going to pick, why we're going to pick them.
Well, I guess there's not really much I can say on it because it's a theory and not something I've done or said. But when it came to the actual voting yesterday, everyone was like, oh, put your hand up for you, vote for it. And they go, Christine, and I put my hand up. I didn't even actually get to speak or influence anyone's decision. And everyone put their hand up. It wasn't even that one of our hands was down, everyone just did it. So
It was 4 hands went straight up and I was like, well, I'm obviously going to have to vote.
Can I say something? And I'm so sorry because I know that like we're so... No, because I know that we're so close, but it's just now that there's something in my brain that I've been trying to really, really push to the back because it's like I don't want to think it's anything. So please don't take offence or anything, but it's just, it was back when I kind of like suspected you at the start and I was like to Nina, I was like, do you mind me asking why you don't think Faye is, you know, straight away without even flinching? Eamon was just like, couldn't be her. He was like adamant not to look at you, and I'm just wondering, like, did you have like a good chat before or anything? Or
no,
like...
I don't think we were overly close. Like we came in together, and maybe that's why. But besides that, I don't have.
Do you know what I mean?
I totally get it.
So
it's fine. I totally get it, and I appreciate you guys saying it, honestly. But there's nothing more I can really say on it than it's a theory and not something I've done and said. So I guess it's just whatever you feel in your gut, I suppose.
I'm not going to say much. I'm just going to go off what I kind of think the traitors might do. And Patrick, my only theory is that I think they could be just trying to get themselves to the final. I think whoever kind of the heat is on the night before, they're kind of recruiting. I'm not saying you're an OG. I think it's a no-brainer to like just get you on board and then just, you're going to get heat. And I think you could go on either side of the defence, an OG or a great blackmail.
So I'm just going to talk about the difference between probability and possibility, right? It's possible that Will could be an OG and he's their mastermind since day one. That's possible, right? Okay, so in my mind, there is something that is more probable than possible. So, Nick. Nick said earlier if there weren't any other ideas, he was going to float a possibility about me. That exact one. That exact one, yeah. And I'm really surprised that you're going that direction versus the probability of the clues that you've mentioned already.
Right.
So, assuming that you did actually rip up and decline the opportunity to be recruited. Seduced. And then, obviously, then Andrew needed to recruit, right? It can't be a coincidence that, you know, Paddy and Andy did the same gesture when you walked in, you know, the morning after, yesterday morning.
100%.
Yeah, cool. So,
within 30 seconds.
It wasn't done together, though, just to be clear. And I didn't know he'd done it. So, anyway, continue.
Even worse, that he didn't know he did it.
It was like a timing thing.
Yeah, I wasn't there because I was in jail.
I sat down and I was basically attacked in the morning, which was fair enough given what happened. Andrew turns around to me and goes, you've got no credibility. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I understand why you're reacting like that. And then you did it.
I didn't know he'd done it. That's important. I mean, because you did do that. I didn't do it, you did it.
But you did it back to me, so the whole thing.
I didn't do it back to you. I did it because I was mimicking what you did.
Yeah, but
I have no problem saying that.
Yeah, I know. You go, you've no credibility. And I
never mentioned the word credibility.
You said something. Okay,
I never said credibility, and I won't accept it.
Okay, if you said credibility or anything, you said this basically means nothing. Whatever the words were, I'm not going to exact quote you on it. You basically said that means nothing. And I go, how on earth have 2 people just done that off the bat as I arrive in?
You know why I did it, of course.
Why?
Because of Caitlin.
You didn't agree with my logic on Caitlin. Yeah, you didn't agree with my logic.
Anyway, are you finished your point?
But yeah, so the probability of you being a traitor actually goes higher, right? It goes higher. Because if I wanted to recruit someone one time and they declined, and if I wanted to point the finger at them again, I would actually blackmail them. That actually makes more sense to have 2 bites of the cherry to get you in.
Are you saying that I'm recruited or I'm blackmailed?
Possibly both.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're ultimately saying we're taking a shot at you for no apparent reason, which is fair.
Yeah, and as I said earlier, bring some reasons.
There are reasons. I think at the start of them 3 tables where we didn't get someone, the traitors were always kind of mentioned, so we were always kind of close. And I think you've slipped through the gap a couple of times. With Nina, it was a 50-50 you got through. Andrew, 50-50 you got through. You were the 2 main people.
Yeah.
I don't mean an actual 50-50.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But yeah, so like, when you were saying there's nothing out there, there is stuff out there.
Like what though?
Pat, I do understand what you're saying about there's no actual reason why I would. That's fair enough.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's brilliant, so you don't have a reason.
Other than what we were saying about you're in a bad situation and it just makes sense for you to be a scapegoat. So whatever you want to call that, it's just kind of staring me in the face. So that's all I meant by
listen,
that.
I'm not denying that it looks that way.
I'm so sorry, Will, to do this to you. I did bring your name to the table the first day. There was a lot of heat on you. Then that all just like disappeared. You brought my name to the table the next day without like actually bringing it to the table. You just wrote it on the slate and then said it. That's sitting in my head now today, and I'm like, are you actually playing an amazing game?
Okay. Early that day, it was Eamon and you in the kitchen. And as soon as he said, I don't trust you, you jump out and say, I don't trust you too.
At Eamon?
No, at me. You guys called me to my face.
Eamon said, I don't trust you, and you jumped in and said, I don't trust you either.
And I think we,
and I think we talked about it and we came to a conclusion, so I'm not going back and forth.
Fair enough.
Like, you brought me up that night as well. I think kind of same vibe as Christine. We were all really confused.
Right.
And that's so fine. But when you brought me up, you started mentioning Patrick. You started mentioning math. Then afterwards, you pulled me in the lounge and you said, you know, sorry for bringing you up. And I said, yeah, no worries. And you explained it to me in the lounge, 10 seconds flat, completely different story, nothing to do with Patrick. It's almost like you're throwing out things and they just confuse people. Like I'm sorry.
Okay, so then I think I tried to answer it, but everybody started jumping. And I try to explain why I was going to put your name down.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
I do think that's a perfect traitor move to just throw people completely off you. I just don't understand.
I'm trying to help other faithfuls.
You know, as a faithful, we're trying to provide evidence, give proof.
Could you give us a concrete example of a clue that you've brought to the table?
None. I'm not doing that. Sorry if I wasn't clean enough that night and then you said your doubts. But you still should have doubts. You should always look out for everybody. But everyone's on the list. Nick is on my list. Ben is on my list. He's on my list. You're on my list. You're on my list. You're on my list.
You don't have to go through everything.
You know what I'm saying?
But I personally don't think Will is, to be honest. I think the only possibility is Patrick. I'm thinking.
The possibility is everybody.
The only reason I go back to is Nina.
I mean, you have sat in the shadows as well, right? For quite a long time.
I took Caitlin and Eamon out.
That conversation that you said that Eamon and Caitlin had with you under the stairs, could you just remind me what that conversation was?
Caitlin and Eamon came to me and asked me, because I was in trouble the night before, they said, I'm going to give you an out. And the out was to go after Patrick.
I'm just wondering why both of them as traitors would come to you.
Because Patrick was in trouble the night before. They were in trouble. They came to me to give me an out, is what they were saying. They wanted me to organise a thing against Patrick to take special shots, 2 of them.
I just think
that's consistent with what he was saying, like, from the start.
Exactly
so, like, we're never going to know, really, so...
No, oh, no. Yeah, I know. But I know. I know. I understand.
Huh?
Who are you going for? I'm going for Will. We don't have time.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah.